Welcome and welcome back. We are here with another video. We have new videos on the channel Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So if that is something to which you might look forward, consider hitting the subscribe button. And remember, hitting the like button always helps me out here on the channel. But we are here today, not on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, for a holiday of sorts. That's right. We got the trailer for Mortal Kombat. The new Mortal Kombat trailer. I'm going to start this trailer review with an observation and a prediction. The observation, you might have noticed it too. This seems to be low budget. The prediction, they're going to regret that. Why are they going to regret that? Because this is going to outperform. This is, I think, going to be good enough, judging from the trailer, judging from the adherence to the text material, seemingly. This is going to be good enough to spawn its own franchise. This is not going to be a one-and-done movie, I don't think. This is going to be something that starts its own franchise. This does look pretty good. I enjoy the fact that they are building up Sub-Zero to be a monster. They're building up Sub-Zero to be a big, bad. Sub-Zero, especially the original Sub-Zero, is finally getting his due. And it looks like it's going to be pretty good. This is going to be a character which is treated with the respect that the Sub-Zero character warrants, and with the respect that the power set for that character in a normal world would warrant. We have to understand that the Sonya Blade character, the Jax character, they're coming from the regular world. The Cole character is coming from the normal world, the regular world. So we're going to have the common sort of fantasy intro where we have someone plucked out of normal life and inserted into this thing. Cole, I am wondering, is Cole sort of a stand-in for the Johnny Cage character? I'm wondering if they deemed the Johnny Cage character to be too boring or too I don't know, too strange maybe for the world that they're building. Could an actor really be as badass as is the Johnny Cage character? Wouldn't that person get killed immediately? Is the Cole character an actor in this world? But besides that character, this seems to translate pretty well, one-to-one, onto the Mortal Kombat universe that we know and love. So much so that I was surprised to see some. I didn't know Goro was going to be in this movie. I didn't know that animalities were going to be in this movie. It's nice to see those things in there, but this is not a direct replica of the first game, of the first movie. It is, and I know these comparisons get made too often with movies these days, but this seems to be a Marvel Cinematic Universe type adaptation of the base property. If you look at the original Iron Man movie, it does not line up directly with Tony Stark's origin as the Iron Man character. Instead, there is a stand-in. In the comic books, the Tony Stark character was a prisoner of war in Vietnam. Here in the MCU, it becomes the Middle East. Why? Because that was current events. So I think that we're getting a good blend of what is property accurate with what will be real world appropriate. So that is interesting to see. Along with Sub-Zero being a monster, it is good to see that the Scorpion character has his origins in absolute brutality. This is a rated R movie. This is a rated R movie. That's very obvious from this trailer. We even get a little bit of language from Kano. But the origins in brutality and anger are exactly what we need from the Scorpion character. The cold, distant, removed monster is exactly what the Sub-Zero character should be. So it is nice to see that those elements, those elements have been transcribed directly into this movie. The one thing that really stuck out as weird to me, Kano kills a werewolf. The fatality at the end of the trailer there, where he's got the fucking beaut of a heart, he pulled it out of a werewolf. Am I missing something? Is that some bit of Mortal Kombat lore which I have forgotten? Is that in there someplace? We just get werewolves in there. It's fine with me. I like werewolves. But it was weird to see. Another small critique I have is that it is strange to me to see Shang Tsung and Raiden presented so young. Not saying it can't work, not saying it won't work, not saying it's stupid. It is just offsetting to me in this world to get a young Raiden. And we had a young Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 2. But even the young Shang Tsung looked to be older than this Shang Tsung. I'm not sure exactly actors' ages, Shang Tsung ages, etc., etc. But it was just something interesting to see. I did not know those were the actors portraying those characters. I've actually been fairly hands-off with the Mortal Kombat property, hoping to be surprised by the trailer, and I was pleasantly surprised. It does obviously look low budget, but it does not look like it is presented without a creative eye. There's that shot of Liu Kang, who, by the way, for some reason has a Ryu costume, but that shot of Liu Kang walking towards the camera with the sun in the background, he's cresting the sand dunes there. Really artfully shot. Really interesting shot. There are several gags in the sight gags, action gags, that play off really well. The shot where Sub-Zero freezes Jax's gun right as he's firing it, I've never seen that before. I think that's underrated. That is an underrated thing that we take from movies and we don't take from some movies. The one thing that I really like about Captain America Winter Soldier, for example, just a quick example because it's top of the mind. There's a lot of stuff in those movies that are cliche, but you've never seen them in this way. The Nick Fury car chase scene, you've seen a billion car chases. You've never seen that one. This movie looks to be giving us some things like that. I've never seen that. You see a million times where a guy with a mechanical arm breaks the gun as it's being shot, or the gun explodes, or whatever. You know, you've seen that a million times in movies. You've never seen it frozen like this. I think that we are going to be in the hands of competent, though first-time, filmmakers and competent, though first-time, scriptwriters here. This is something that looks good to me. I was very pleasantly surprised by this trailer. And like I said at the beginning of this looks to be done on a low budget. They're going to regret that, because this looks to be, has the potential to be the beginning of something much better than the budget would allow. A lot of properties start that way. A lot of the, if I'm not mistaken, Predator had a ridiculously low budget. Is that right? One of those Schwarzenegger type movies that ended up spawning a whole, was it Conan maybe? One of those movies had a really low budget and ended up outperforming, and you look back on the movie and it's like, well, you know, if we not cut so many corners, maybe we would have had something a little bit stronger to start this off on. But yeah, those are my thoughts on the Mortal Kombat trailer. I hope to see you back tomorrow. I will be reviewing the latest episode of WandaVision.